Hi folks, this little video showing you the installation of a dog bone mount insert on a Mk5 Golf. The shared platform cars will probably be similar enough. Pre-facelift and facelift are similar too, they just have a slightly different insert. But just to show you, you can see you're obviously looking up at the front bumper there just below it. I'll show you where the dog bone mount is. You can see we're going under the under tray, just beneath the sump. You can see the black sump plug bolt there, and you've got the subframe here, and those are the bolts that are a part of the dog bone mount there. And you can see just going into the subframe, that bolt there is the dog bone mount insert, or the assembly for it. So basically this insert will go up inside that void that you can see there. The bolts will all replace it, etc, etc. It should literally be a case of undoing the bolt and washer, putting the insert in and tightening everything up. Okay folks, time to try and unloosen this bolt. This is a 21mm socket and I have it in a fairly long breaker bar, so let's see if I can get this off. Good, seems to be turning. Okay folks, I'm just going to change onto a ratchet for speed here. I'm trying to do this as gracefully as possible under a car as well. It's not easy. There we go. It's that bit quicker now. That's the bolt very loose now. Okay, that's the bolt out. You can also see I cleaned up inside the bush last night, so I'm not going to be compressing a load of dirt and things like that there. So while it's a low mileage car, I thought it would be best, rather than having issues with dirt and stuff inside it. So the next stage will be to grease up the insert, put that up inside and start bolting everything up on top of it and go from there. Okay folks, at the risk of being flagged by YouTube as doing pornographic content, it's time to lube up the bush. You can see I've already cracked open the wee cap for grease, so put that to one side. Time to get this all coated up. Actually split this open a bit more. Okay folks, just opened up the bag a bit more for the lube because you'd be there all day using a small hole. Is he going to smear this all in here? Let's do a bit of smearing here. Probably a good idea to be wearing gloves for this as well. I'm going to put a wee bit on the top of these washers as well. And same with the smaller one. This might actually help me putting it onto the smaller one. It might hold it up inside the bush it'll, as you can see, it's quite windy with the leaves blowing everywhere. I'll try and get this shifted back in under the car and pick the leaves off. Okay folks, time to insert the insert into the bush. Okay, that's it started, hopefully. Hi folks, as you can see I might have cheated a bit here getting the bush put in. I'm lying on my back in the ground, as you can probably see, so I wasn't really getting a leverage with a mallet to get the bush in. So you can see there I've got a spare jack and it has pushed the bush back up in. So if I release the jack here, we'll see if this has actually done the job here or indeed not. Yep. Seems to be a job. Certainly seems to be in well. It's not coming out again. Yeah, I actually think that was a reasonable idea. Job done. So what I'll do now is my next step. Put the small washer in there. Then there's a large washer that came with the kit, goes over there. Then I'll put the bolt and captive washer in on top of that and go from there. Hi folks, as you can see I've just started the bolt, the retaining bolt, to pull or hold all the bush and mount and all in place. I'm just starting to hand tighten this up. You can see I'm not winning with the wind here. There might be a bit of wind noise in the camera, but all the wee cherry leaves, as you can see there, are just going everywhere, especially when your hands are all greased up. They just stick. Ratchet a bit. Okay, from memory, this bolt is 100 Newton meters, 1000 Newton meters would be pretty tight, 100 Newton meters, and I think it's 90 degrees, I'm just going to double check that now as I get out in the torque wrench just to see what's required. And that's pretty much the install there complete. Yeah, I'll get my torque wrench here and continue on. Hey folks, as I thought, it is 100 Newton meters plus 90 degrees according to the service manual. Just double check there. So let's get this tightened up. There we go. That's it torqued. Then time to stick another 90 degrees on it. I'll probably do that with a breaker bar. Okay folks, that's us done. I will of course report back when we're all finished, but that's the insert done. The only real difficulty was that it was just a bit tight to get the actual insert in. But if you're, well, I guess it'd be much easier if you're up on a lift, but you could just stick a jack under like I did and push the bush in. And that just obviously pushed it past whatever was obstructing it, and job done. And you can see that's a neat job. So yeah, we'll see what that's like, and hopefully that sharpens up the driving experience a wee bit more. Just going to put a note in at the end here folks. I do believe that some people say that original bolt there is a stretch bolt, so it may well be single use. Arguments galore on the internet about it, so it's up to yourself if you want to replace it, but I generally replace those sort of things for good measure anyway. Up to yourselves, but as you seen, I replaced it with an upgraded bolt, so possibly a good idea doing it anyway. Okay, cheers.